acknowledge others and receive love from others and celebrate. Thank you. Thank you.
I have been facilitating the Language Explorers workshops for over 2 years now, and I'm really grateful for this experience because I can see the transformation in the families, not just in the children but in the parents, because some of these families I come back for now 2 years, and it's amazing to see how the children develop during this time.
This project for me was a very new thing, a very interesting challenge on my artistic point of view, and not only. It was the first time that I had to collaborate with another professional that was coming from a completely different practice. The goal was really important, so we wanted to find a way to cross each other practices and to create a safe space for people to feel that they belong to a place where they could feel free to be themselves and to be themselves in a way that they could use their mother tongues.
Glencree's Welcome Refugees project has been partnering with Mother Tongues on these Language Explorers workshops over the last 2 years. The idea of Glencree being involved in these workshops is to bring a self-care for trauma healing practice called Capacitar, which is gentle movements into the workshops along with the artist's practice. What happens is that the Glencree facilitator works really closely with the artist, and they develop the design of the workshop together, and they make sure that the storytelling or puppetry or arts and crafts work dovetails really closely with these gentle movement practices, which bring people together at the start and also intertwine with the story. So this year in 2024, we have targeted 1 or more refugee centres for refugee families, and then also opened up the workshops and events to the local community to bring in families who have different mother tongues.
Yeah, we had some families where the children started engaging with other children from the community, and some other families who kind of did it more for themselves, but were still surrounded by these other languages and other cultures, which is really beneficial if we live in these areas, in these communities that are highly diverse. In one workshop we had families from Spain, from Bolivia, from Sudan, from Palestine, from Italy, from the United States, from Ireland, all in one room, and you could really see them engaging with each other and listening to each other as well.
For me, the most interesting part was to find the specific material, the specific story that could be the perfect one for a group of people where we had to find a way to integrate refugees and not refugees. So I did the research and I found 2 specific stories that I use for my cycles of workshops. And I built each time a different part of arts and craft that was linked to a main story. I found the collaboration with Glencree very enriching, because I seen that it was empowering the idea that I had for my workshops. So every time the storytelling melted with the body movements of Capacitar really made the workshop stronger.
So the artists and the Capacitar facilitators, they encouraged the families to share different words, different expressions in their languages. And you could really see how the other families were listening to that and trying to repeat, where they realized that it's very normal, but it's also beautiful to speak different languages.
If I think of all the workshops that I've delivered, I found some challenges. There were some challenges in bringing the people at the workshops, but also I realized that there was a difference between people that were coming from a refugee background and non-refugee background. So I seen there was a different speed in their engagement with the arts and craft bit. There were, I believe, different needs and different attitudes. So I had to face situations where I had to be flexible and find new solution each time, and I'm still learning on that, because each time you meet new people, you need to shape your initial idea on the needs of the people, on their skills, and is on one side challenging, on the other hand is very interesting because it activates my creative side, and I want to find then the best way to make people comfortable and relax and engage and possibly interact with each other.
They say sometimes, I heard from some of the parents, for example, that our workshops is like a rainbow in the middle of big, strong, dark clouds. So it's like a refreshment, and especially these families, most of them don't have the space or the resource to just have the time to enjoy themselves with the kids without need to be worrying about how their life gonna be. Art is a really democratic way for you to express yourself, because you don't need to learn the language, you don't need to communicate through words. You have the chance to use your imagination and to use your body, to use your hands to touch different materials, to work with colors, to work with materials that you normally don't have at home. We had this experience last year in 2023. They report that was really important for them, especially for the children, to have this experience, to feel much more comfortable. Some of the kids last year, they were not able to communicate at all with any adults, so they were having problems in the school. And after the workshops, the families, the moms reported that even the principal in the school was really amazed at how these children develop their communication, and they were much open to learn. So it's a really amazing thing to hear.
I suppose the thing that I've learned about it very much from these workshops is that it's of benefit to the parents and the children, because the parents very often don't have time to relax, to be creative, to think of their own self-care, to learn gentle movements for self-care that they can take away with them. So these workshops kind of bring them into a space where they can relax, and also, while being proud of their mother tongue, introducing new words to their children, share words with other families, and engage in creative methods, arts practice, movement, which can benefit their own well-being.
And providing these spaces for them to spend time together and to really see each other and listen to each other, I think is really important. And you can see these connections forming in the workshop, especially for those families who came back for more than one session.
I see so many positive outcomes out of the different workshops. Every time was a different story. I seen the kids coming out happy. I seen the parents relaxing. And I've seen people feeling that they belong to a place. So I'd say that there is a big potential in these workshops, and there is a need to do more, and trying also to find a way to create a cycle of workshops where the same group would possibly attend, because by repetition and by offering a safe space, people can integrate more and more.